A single patch of neon light flickering against an empty highway, miles from the nearest town. It is an environment built for the transient, a place where everyone is meant to pass through before disappearing back into the dark. Standard horror often uses this isolation to build tension around the front door. The threat is external, usually taking the form of a dangerous stranger who steps out of the night to trap the staff inside. A story recently shared on the r/Let's Not Meet subreddit approaches the setting differently. It is written from the perspective of a night waitress at a roadside dhaba who realizes the visitors have been there all along. After 2 a.m., every customer who walks in is revealed to be a deceased version of the people currently working the shift. The patrons are simply the staff members who didn't survive the night. The dread of this story is built on a rigid mechanical timeline that dictates exactly how and when these versions of the staff are harvested. The exit has effectively vanished. The horror lies in the sudden understanding that you have become part of the architecture and you are never going to leave. The dhaba pulls victims across time. The old man is the future cook who suffered a heart attack. The boy is the helper vanishing next month. The woman is the waitress 3 years out, arriving after a fatal accident. These overlapping loops turn the diner into a point of temporal collapse. Every tragedy the staff has faced, or will face, is physically present in the room at the same time. This mechanical collapse of time creates a specific kind of psychological torture for the people still working the floor. The dead customers spend their shifts watching their younger, living counterparts. They observe them with a sense of overwhelming pity and recognition. In one instance, the elderly version of the cook tells the current cook that a specific meal he made that night was perfect. That interaction reveals the burden of the dead. They possess absolute knowledge of the moments leading up to each staff member's death, yet they remain unable to change the outcome. The living are forced to continue their shift, while serving the physical evidence of their own inevitable end. The narrator identifies a specific threat on her horizon, a dangerous curve on her ride home that she is scheduled to reach at 4:12 a.m. She initially believes she has found a loophole. Since her future self in booth 4 is from 3 years in the future, she assumes she has time to change her destiny by calling in sick the following day. That hope is destroyed by a single detail. The woman in the red scarf is wearing the exact uniform the narrator has on right now, including her specific name tag. The 3-year window has closed. The presence of that specific uniform means the timeline has already converged. The accident at the curve is happening tonight. This is the operational cycle of the dhaba. It claims the versions of the staff that fail to make it home, pressing them into service to wait on the next group of victims. The narrator leaves a final warning. If the post is deleted, it serves as confirmation that she has taken her place in booth 4, and the cycle has begun again. The self is slowly erased. Some versions of us never finish the commute. They just start their next shift.